Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another episode of Unmask the Title. Today, we're doing something new. We're going to be unmasking the title of one of your hosts, Dr. Omar. We're going to deep dive into some questions that I think are quite deep and things that I think Fatima, as his wife, and me as one of his friends, I believe, would like to ask him and know about him. We want to understand what he thinks about certain things. We want to know what is really behind Omar. So let's dive right into it. I'll begin with the first question. And I think I've taken inspo from one of the podcasters that I watch a lot, which is Anas Bukhash. Now, I've put a little bit of a twist to it. He usually asks, "How are you?" However, that's not my question. My question is, if someone were to introduce you to another person with a title, what would your title be?
I think it would be. It would be kind dentist working hard in Dubai.
Okay. So you're a kind dentist.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you were to introduce yourself to others, what would that title be?
Again,
So
Doctor.
we've covered that if I were to introduce you to someone,
Yeah.
okay, and they ask me who's Omar, I would say he's a kind dentist that I
Yeah.
really recommend. Now, what is the title you would give yourself?
To someone else.
Yeah.
Very similar. Dr. Omar.
Hmm.
Because I work really hard to be
A doctor.
a doctor or a dentist.
Mm.
Because some of them would say a dentist is not a doctor, so
Yeah.
a dentist, right?
Okay.
So I would say a dentist. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Now, I don't know if you have questions that you want to jump in with, but I think I will go into my questions. I'll finish my set of questions, and then Fatma can
That's fine.
jump in.
Fatima. Okay.
So this is one of the topics that's always been on my mind, and I always try to understand the psychology behind it, and I think I've failed to do so. And I would love to know another male's perspective on this topic.
Yeah.
Because pretty much I've lived my whole life with it. I'm not the one doing this action, but pretty much a lot of people around me get caught up with it. So out of the following options, tell me if you consider each one cheating on your partner or not, even if it's micro cheating. Okay. So number one is liking photos of other girls on Insta.
No, that's not cheating.
Not even micro cheating.
Not even micro cheating. No.
Okay. Number
It
two.
depends. However, it depends on the mentality of the person. Okay. I'm speaking about myself, about my mentality. I don't consider myself cheating or micro cheating when I'm liking girls' photos, right?
Right.
Because I personally do it and she knows.
Right.
And she sees me when I'm doing it.
Right.
Okay. It's some of them are my patients, some of them are influencers, and so I like to interact with them.
Right.
Okay, so I'm liking their photos, but that does not mean that I'm cheating or micro cheating. However, when I'm liking their pictures, I'm not liking them. All right, I'm not looking into other things. Right, I'm just liking the pictures to engage with them. That's it.
Right. Okay. How about
She's looking at me and laughing. I don't know what's wrong.
I think she's fallen in love with you all over again.
No,
okay.
listen, because we both do it. Even I like
Guys'
photos.
photos.
Yeah. So
You
he
don't
has
consider that micro cheating?
no.
Okay.
Depend on the personality. If someone he has like a different look on those people that he's liking their photos, it's something else. It might be considered as cheating, but for Omar, I don't think so.
Okay, so now let's say like, okay, at this point in time, you are a personality per se. You know, you're on Instagram, you run ads, you're a public figure, and you're, you know, creating content that is putting yourself out there. So you are saying that you like the pictures for the sake of engagement, right? Now, what is in the I'm just asking your opinion.
Yep.
What is the thought process of those people that actually consider that micro cheating? Like you said, it depends on the personality. Like maybe your intention is clear to your mind, in your mind, but maybe the personality that that other person, your other half has, maybe it's micro cheating to them. Like what is your opinion about that? Like what's going on in their mind? How do they consider that micro cheating?
Look, again, it depends on the personality of your partner, right? And it depends on their communication together. Okay, I think trust is the most important part here between the two partners. If your partner does not trust you really well, then they will definitely consider that as a micro cheating. Okay, but personal opinion, I think this has nothing to do with cheating.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
Cheating means you're talking.
Wait, don't go
with
there.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
go there.
Don't
That's
go.
wait.
Okay.
So the second question leads into:
Yeah.
if you're talking to a girl and hiding their chat?
That's definitely cheating.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Because if you want to be, if you don't want to cheat, you have to be transparent to yourself and to your partner, right? If you're not transparent to yourself and to your partner, that means you're doing something bad,
right.
which is cheating. Okay.
Right.
So if I want to talk to a lady, okay, I will talk to her with the presence of my wife. Okay, because I know myself, I'm not doing something wrong.
Right.
I'm might, opening a conversation with her in regards to something that we want to do.
Right.
Right. But in front of my wife, or at least I will keep the chat there.
Right.
So if she wants to check, she can check at any time.
Right.
That is not cheating. But if you hide something, whether it's a picture, it's a chat, it's whatever,
that's cheating.
Even
that's cheating.
if, let's say, they're not talking in a wrong way, but
you hide it for some reasons, yes, that is also cheating.
Okay. Clear.
Number 3, watching R-rated movies or self-gratification.
That's too deep. I don't know.
Is this a yes or a no? You can take your time. You can think about it. Would it be considered cheating to you?
I don't think so. No.
No. Okay. Okay. So now, number 4. Not telling the opposite sex that you're taken or married when they're throwing themselves at you. So throwing themselves at you like you're getting hints that they're flirting, and you don't straight up just tell them like, I'm married.
I think that is micro cheating.
Micro cheating.
Yeah.
Now, going back to my previous question, since you said it's not considered.
But can I just tell you something?
Yeah, tell me.
If you have your ring in your hand, most of them will know that you're married, right?
Let's say they're not seeing you physically.
But most of the ladies, let me tell you, they prefer married men over single men because he's a more responsible man.
That's like really weird. That's like something I'd never understand.
For me,
Yeah,
it's not
Yeah, it doesn't
my
make sense.
favorite
but
thing.
if you don't tell them the truth that you're married, yes, I think this is a
Again, it
micro
comes down to you hiding things, right?
hiding things. Yeah.
Okay. So now coming back to my previous question, that you said it's not considered cheating if you're watching R-rated movies or self-gratification. Why?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, for me, I think it's I'm torn on that as well. Like if I were to answer it as a man, I'm torn on it as well. But then there are also, I think, self-gratification, fine.
Yeah.
Watching R-rated movies, not fine.
Mm.
Now that's because you're watching something that's not your partner.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like micro cheating.
Micro-cheating,
Puts you in
yeah.
a gray area. Self-gratification, because I think it's just you're not always on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Right? And you require certain things that your partner is not up for it at that moment.
Look,
Not certain things, but like you require the gratification that maybe your partner is not up for it at the moment, right?
Look, I read a statement from a lady, and she was asking very similar question, and I was going through the comments to see their answers in regards to this topic, and men are defending themselves, you know,
Right.
with this, and they're saying that no, it's not.
Right.
Women are saying yes, it's cheating.
Right.
So I would say I don't do this, so I don't know the answer.
Right.
To be very honest, because I didn't do it to check the reaction of my wife, but personally, I don't do these things, so
Right.
I don't know the answer whether this is considered cheating or not. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not about the fact that you've done it or not. It's just like your opinion, whether it is or not. And I think you're maybe falling under the yes, it is, rather than no, it's not. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
consider it micro cheating too,
Yeah.
because as you said, watching someone you're not supposed to, it is considered a cheating while you have someone to watch.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I understand.
just put yourself in the wife shoe and think about this.
True.
Or just imagine your wife is doing the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not necessarily would she find out or he find out. So I think it's interesting to hear that you think it's not or you think it is, you know. Now, all of these questions lead to one of the most important questions. And this is the topic that I said really doesn't make sense to me. And I mean, my father has done it himself. Doesn't live with me right now. I don't give a shit. Whatever. I'm going to just say it out. But what I don't understand is, what do you think makes men cheat? You don't do it, but why do you think makes men cheat?
That's a very big topic,
Yeah.
very broad. If I want to go through it, I'll have to speak for 2 hours. But then, look, some mentalities are really crazy, which I always like. This question really triggers me.
Yeah.
Okay, I think if you'll have a lot of money, okay, you as a man, you have a lot of money and you have financial freedom, you will definitely cheat.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I comment on this?
Take your time.
I need to think about this.
Can I comment on this until he just figure out things to say?
Because I wanna catch his leg on the financial freedom part.
Yeah. Because look, who cheats and who not only cheating, by the way, marrying a second wife. Okay, I also consider it as cheating.
Of course,
because you're doing things behind your wife's back.
But
right?
there is some things that,
regardless of anything,
okay,
if you marry another girl, you're cheating.
Yes.
I think we agree on this.
Yes.
Okay.
But what makes that man do that action? I know that you may not be able to answer it because, I mean, how would you know? But
exactly,
what is your, like, for example, for me, I think a lot of men just want sex. That I'm just going to put it out there. And if they're not receiving that from their wife, they're going to go search for it elsewhere. And
I think it's not only that.
This is one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is just one of the reasons. I think it's not only that. It's like, you know, some men have maybe they got forced to marry someone they don't like. Okay, and after some time they see someone else, pretty woman, they go and marry her, or they cheat with her. I think this is also a very important reason, which is either marrying at early age, or your family forced you to marry someone you don't like. Okay, but that's not a cause. Like that's not a reason for you to cheat or to marry a second wife.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I think. I mean, again, if you're not able to provide for your wife everything, love, money, everything, you will not be able to provide for your second wife, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be rich. You have to have financial freedom in order for you to cheat or to marry someone else.
Okay, let me.
This is what I think about it. I always think about it. That's why there's a phrase in Arabic that says, "Don't let your man be rich."
Yeah, so let me pull your leg on this.
Yeah.
So in the previous podcast, we mentioned what is your Roman Empire, and you said that your Roman Empire is to seek and always think of seeking financial freedom.
Yeah. So when I'm answering this and when I'm speaking about this, I'm not speaking about myself.
Okay.
For me, when I decided to get married, that means I'll have to be loyal for the rest of my life. And if I'm not capable of doing this for the rest of my life, then I will get divorced. All right? I will have to end it before moving on to my next person or wife or whatever. All right? So it's either this or that. I cannot do two things together. So I cannot have a second wife, or I cannot cheat, or I cannot do anything like that. But I'm talking in general.
Right. Yeah. It's a very heavy on my heart as well. Okay, so you said that the reasons why you've mentioned why men cheat. Okay. Now, in your opinion, why do women cheat? And I think the reasons are different from one another. And if you can't answer it, why do you think women cheat?
Actually, maybe the man, like...
What do you think could be a lacking part? I think we can
lack
think
of
about
love,
emotional
lack of
emotional support.
Part. Yeah.
So you're saying that women are more emotional sponges, and if they're not receiving that emotion,
They would cheat.
yeah.
I don't consider this as a reason to cheat. Look, cheating is the biggest thing in life.
Right. It
So-
shatters families.
Yes. So when you decide to get married, that means you're creating a family. Okay? Whatever reason,
It's not excusable.
It's not an excuse for you to go and cheat.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
if you decide to cheat, here you go. You destroy the whole family.
Yeah.
And so for me personally, there are no reasons.
Yeah.
You're not yet married,
Yeah.
right? I'm telling you, think about it 10 times, not once, right? Before getting married. Because
Right.
if you want to get married, stay loyal
Right.
for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That's it.
So we still haven't answered really what we think makes men cheat or women cheat, to be honest. And I think we'll leave that to the comment section
Exactly.
for them to tell us what they think. Because I think neither of us have really understood why. I mean, for women, maybe they're not receiving that emotional support, money, and the emotional support, money support, as well as the care, right?
Man existence.
The
But look,
existence of a man.
let me stop you here. Because when you say reasons to cheat,
Yeah.
there are no reasons to cheat. If you're not getting your emotional support, if you're not getting your financial support, and if you're not getting your care from your husband, then you should get divorced.
So, okay. So this is
So
an
y-
option, right?
Yes.
Now, why do
That's
you
not
think...
an option.
So it should be... You're saying that it should happen like this. It
Yes.
should be that. If
Yes.
you're not receiving these and you're not happy, you should get divorced.
Yes.
Correct. Now, in some men and women's book of life, for some reason, this option doesn't exist, and the option of cheating exists instead
Because
of
what
that.
they think, this is how they think about it. This is what I think,
Yeah.
right? They think that we don't want to get divorced to destroy the family, but we go cheat without them knowing, all right? And then we keep the family, and at the same time, we live our life.
So we're
That's not
doing
correct.
this for the kids.
Yes.
Okay.
Because if we get divorced, the kids will have a lot of problems,
Right.
growing up.
Right.
So
So now I think we've reached the answer of why do you think they cheat is because they're afraid of shattering their current family. So they seek what they're not receiving in their current relationship elsewhere while also keeping their family.
But again, that's not an excuse.
It's never an
cheat.
excuse.
Yeah.
Never an excuse.
So when you ask me if there are, what is the reason? There are no reasons. There
I
are
know,
actually
but
no
what makes
reasons
them,
for.
what makes someone want to go down that path?
It's a crazy mentality.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think it's the psychology and psychological problem as well.
Yeah.
I think it boils down to psychological issues, and I think it's the lack of self-confidence as well. They seek confidence elsewhere, while they see that the current partner that they're with is much higher than them in terms of image, in terms of maybe wealth, or in terms of how they carry themselves. They feel that they are below them, beneath them. So maybe I think that's one of the reasons I think men cheat, is that they lack the confidence, and they feel like they're below their current partner, and they go and find
Their comfort
validation.
zone, yeah.
They find validation elsewhere, where someone who is below them is willing to provide even more to them. That's in their mind.
Plus, there is some mentality that they run after a woman, and then whenever they get her, and they marry her, they feel like خلاص, I want to renew,
Yeah.
to have another contract.
Yeah, that's the
So
problem.
they just leave her in the house and then cheat.
So now coming off of the topic of cheating, I know that you mentioned financial freedom, and I know that why you seek financial freedom is to be able to take the foot off the gas a little bit, right? And to live life a little while also not worrying 24/7 about what's happening in the clinic. However, there is a difference in the next question is, what does wealth look like to you? Now, wealth is, I think, very different from financial freedom.
To me, I think it's almost similar. Okay. Wealth, I don't consider it as only the financial part, but also the health as well. Your look, there are a lot of things that I can tell you, but I think, again, for me to enjoy life a little bit is wealth to me. Because in the time being, I'm not really enjoying life. I'm more focusing on my work and my business. So wealth to me does not mean that I want to be rich in 10 years or 20 years, but I want to have a little bit more freedom in terms of life, enjoying life. I think that's it for me.
Very simple, man.
Yeah, look, I'm not simple. I'm a very straightforward man. Yeah.
Okay, I think that really ties into her set of questions. As you being a man, and as you being a husband and a dentist. So I think I'll pass the mic on to Fatima.
Yep.
Okay. So, I think the four of us and your friends, your family, they know your personality, but deep dive in your personality. So, every person has a major turning point in their personality. What was the incidence that changed your personality? Because we grew up with one personality that was like, I don't know.
Like, for example, you're a certain way at a teenager. You're a
Yeah.
certain way at when you're 19. You're a
It
certain
was a
way.
bit weak personality, but now we have this strong personality. So what was the incident that changed this personality?
It's not an incident, but it's when I traveled to London for my master's. I think this was the period of like a turning point for me. From a student living with their family, you know, having everything in front of them. Then suddenly I faced reality, because this was not the reality, you know. Like, I traveled for 3 years, and it was very difficult time for me. Those 3 years, I remembered every single day of them, me suffering with everything. From the first day that I started to search for a house for me to live, and in the same day I have to go to the university, new culture, new people, new country. It was very difficult time for me to adapt. Then when I reached to the stage of, you know, started to settle down and live in this country, then I faced that, okay, I'm alone, I have to cook, I have to you know, do laundries and all these things that I've never done it before. So and I'm very close to my mom, and this was, you know, a cutoff for me, that for 3 years I didn't see my mom regularly. So yeah, I think this made me grow 10 years more. Yeah.
It built your personality, and it
Yes,
built...
it made me stronger, and made me realize that life is really hard, and I have to work really hard to be able to live in this life. Like, what I was living was just somehow a dream,
Right.
you know. Whenever I wanted something, I will see it in front of me.
Right.
Reality is not like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So inshallah, you'll be striving and building in such a way that your child is experiencing somewhat the same, but maybe would you want your child to be feeling the same way that you were feeling before moving to London?
Look, I always say this. I'm very grateful to my family and to my mom and my dad, because they, first of all, they made Omar.
Yeah.
And secondly, they made me feel that I'm like a king, living like a king. Okay? And I really want to provide very similar to my child,
Right.
very similar to my son or daughter.
Right.
I don't mostly agree.
Yeah, would that spoil them?
Yes.
Or would you also provide them in a situation where they're able to also move abroad so that they can also build their personality?
Yes, of course. But at the same time, I'm not going to spoil them, but I'm going to provide them everything that I can, you know, provide. And of course, I want to, maybe I was, like, my personality was a little bit weaker than now. Back then, I would change this, and I would try to let them face the reality and life in general more, but I will still provide them the same way that my family provide me.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Now I agree with you.
Yeah.
I feel like providing for the children is very important. At the same time, in order to build their personality, you need to be a bit tough with them, to make them learn what they need to know and what they need to do in life.
True.
So that's why I always tell Omar that I feel whenever we will be parents, he will be the one closer to the kids than me, because he has this personality of being like too lovely to people, you know. So even I know that he will be too lovely for the kids, and there should be someone that be a bit strict for them.
So you'll be the stricter one?
Yes.
Wow.
And I think
I would not think that at all. I would think complete opposite. Like, she's the lovey-dovey one and you're the stricter one.
Listen, if the baby was a girl, then it would be different.
Look, I always think when the woman gets pregnant and then they get birth, their mentality and the way they think in regard to, you know, raising up a child will be also different.
Right.
So I think she will change her mind right after she gives birth. Yeah.
So you will be the strict one, because someone needs to be.
I think I will be the strict one.
Yeah, but still spoil them. It's fine. Yeah. Inshallah. Anyways, going to another topic. When we were talking about cheating, you said they should be a trust. Okay? So first, what is your definition to trust? Then the second question, how someone can lose your trust easily.
Yeah. First of all, trust is something that should always be there inside your heart. Okay. For me personally, I don't really trust people easily. Maybe I have trust issues, but it's very difficult for me to gain your trust. But if I start gaining your trust, I'm gonna start giving you everything that I can. If you want to lose my trust, then if you just lie to me, I don't like people lying to me, because I'm a straightforward guy. I don't like people lying to me. So if I discover one little white lie,
I was
I
just
lose.
going to ask.
Yeah, I lose my trust with them, and when I lose it, that means it's the end. I will not trust them again whatsoever. So yeah, just don't lie to me, and that's it.
I'm telling you, simple man.
But still, you didn't define the trust.
What is trust to you? How does one build trust with you?
I don't know. It comes naturally, but
I mean, from the things they do, they say.
it's not that the things. I'm gonna give you an example. I can't just define trust to you, but as an example, okay? Example is Hamid, for example, right? How do I trust this guy? We started working and together, and he's a friend of a friend, but he's not my close friend, right? So I want to trust him. In the beginning, there was no trust between us.
Naturally.
Because naturally, this is natural, right? But then with time, so time is very important to tell whether you trust this person or not. Second, their actions. I see that Hamid is also a straightforward guy. He doesn't lie. He tells you the truth, always. He works hard to give you whatever you want. So he's a dedicated person, right? So that gave me the indication of, Hamid is a trustworthy guy. So for me, that is trust. He hasn't done anything wrong in those 3.5 years for me to lose my trust. So here we go. This is trust for me. Yeah.
So let's say if I tell you that I'm going to a place, and then I was planning to go to a different place. There is nothing wrong in both places, but let's say I previously told you that I want to go to the second place and you told me no. But I still went to the second place, although I told you that I'm going to the first place.
Will you lose my trust?
Yes.
Yes, you will.
Okay. I didn't do it anyways.
Because it's very simple. I know you didn't do it, but it's very simple. You lied to me to go to that place. So then you lose my trust.
Okay. Okay. So this is, I need you to just think for a bit deep. One thing, people sees it differently in your personality than what you mean.
So let's say, give him an example.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
So I think when people sees me, they always say that I'm very kind, very calm. I don't get angry. But Reality is part of this is true, but the other part that they don't know of is I just keep everything inside, and then it piles up. If it piles up and I reach to a certain level, which I don't know what is this level, I explode. And if I explode,
your other side shows.
Yeah, my other side shows.
I
And I
think-
really don't like that side of me.
Right.
I think I just saw him maybe once exploded. I even can't remember, but yes, what he said, it's very right. You feel that he's very kind, but still no, he keeps everything inside. And
I think that boils down to his kindness and his calmness, and he tries to resolve and dissolve everything inside him.
yeah, what other thing that I like, not this way, like a different thing?
So let's say, for example, what she means to say, I believe, is that you mean, for example, you are saying your definition of trust is so and so, but others feel. Read your question again.
Okay. One thing, people sees it differently in your personality than what you mean.
I think that's the only thing that I just said.
Let's say it's not about you, but like a general example. Some people sees the kindness as weakness. That's for example.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, again, it's very similar. If you consider kindness as weakness, that's something else. But I don't think people sees me as a weak person, rather than seeing me as a kind person. So, and there are some other people who try to use this kindness for their favor, right? But I don't think they will consider it as weakness.
So you feel like the personality you've portrayed is exactly the personality that is translated into people's minds? Or you think that aspect of your personality that you would like to portray is being taken another way?
No, I think again, I'm very simple, straightforward. So whatever they sees in me is the reality. I have a lot of people coming to me and telling me that you're so kind. Okay. Yes, I know that I'm kind to people. I try to, as you said, dissolve anything inside my body.
Right.
But then don't
misuse
it in a way that it piles up inside me and then I explode, because then you will see something else.
Right.
Other half of me, which I don't like it.
Right.
And I don't like people seeing it.
Right.
Nice. Going to the other question, which is, so everyone I think knows that you're 32.
Yes.
Okay, so being a 32-year-old man, what things made you special from other men your age? And what do you think that you couldn't achieve by this time or by this age?
That's a two-part question. So
yeah. So what makes me
special?
This is part one.
Yes.
Right? What makes me special? I think I know how to manage my life, and I know how to manage my work. this is what is special to me.
Not special to you, special about you.
It's special
Special
about
about
me.
you. Okay.
Yeah. But what I'm missing
Yes.
Yes. What
at
you
the age
couldn't
of
achieve.
I couldn't achieve
Yeah.
at the age
Compared
of 32.
to men your age.
Financial freedom.
No, I mean, I can't say financial freedom at this age because I spent most of my 20s studying.
Correct.
Right, so I couldn't work
Yeah.
to have financial
Even
freedom.
men in
So
his age, some of them, they're still in university, just
Yes,
working as
so,
GP.
But maybe if we go back a little bit in time, I would get married at the age of 28 and have my kid, my first kid, at the age of 30. If we go back in time.
So this is the answer to it, basically.
So yes. So if you tell me now, it's not about like I'm regretting it. I'm not regretting it because it wasn't in my hand.
Right.
Because I was again studying and I wasn't ready for marriage.
Right.
So, but if you give me, like if we go back in time a little bit, yes, I would do this. So maybe when I see my friends at the age of 32, they have kids and I don't, I kind of
wish you did.
Wish I did, but I think this is the only reason. At the same time, for me now, I'm not really ready for a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, moving to the next question.
Yes.
Wait. So, what you achieved
is the fact that he is able to manage his life.
So you don't think that men your age
are able to manage their lives at the moment?
Yes. There are a lot of men who are maybe married, but and I have someone in mind, but I can't say the name, but they can't manage their life and their work correctly at this age. I feel like their mentality are still not mature enough to manage them properly.
Right.
As a grown up man, you know? That's what I meant.
Yeah. Okay. Love this answer. Okay, so for the next question, as a husband, son, and a dentist, when I open your Instagram page, people and I, we see that you're a happy person, but deep inside, what Omar is missing?
I can't answer this question. I'm really sorry, but I can't answer this question. I'm missing something, but and I tried to fix it, but I couldn't. So I'm missing that only, but I can't answer it.
Do I know the answer?
Yes.
Do you know?
I just can't remember.
Yes, you know, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I can't answer it.
Okay, that's fine. We
but
tried.
I'm a happy person. Apart from that.
So still a missing hole.
Yes. And that's the only, not an issue, but that's the only missing part of my life. I wish that I could fix it, but I tried really hard, but I couldn't.
It's not something that's within your control. That much.
Yes, that much.
But do you feel that hole push you more to be more successful or focus on other important things?
No, it has no relation to what I'm...
No, I mean in general. Like any hole in any person.
It results in them either becoming... I think what she means to ask is some people have a hole in them,
Yeah.
where that hole pushes them to be more successful or strive to be more successful. Some people have a hole in them that pushes them to become an alcoholic, some drug addicts, because that hole eats them away.
Yeah.
And the result of that hole is pushing them to do certain things, certain actions to be able to fill that hole.
I mean, I will not be able to fill that hole whatsoever, but that thing just makes me sad. So that's the sad part of my life.
Mm.
Okay, so it won't make me more successful. No, and
it's not pushing you to do anything
mm,
additional to be able to fill that void in you.
it's maybe it just made me realize that men on certain age would change their thinking of life.
Mm.
That's all I can say, and that's
So the
my
void
answer.
has taught you,
Yes,
but
something.
right, hasn't really pushed you to.
No.
Okay.
Even for being like a better dentist,
No.
there is
No,
nothing
there's
missing
nothing-
in
no,
your
no, no.
dentistry side. No, not this hole.
Oh.
I'm saying like in general, you're not having anything missing in your dentistry side. You're not sad.
Mm.
No, I'm not sad about my field.
Okay, as a
at
son,
all.
as a son, how about a son? How about as a son and a husband? Is you being a husband, is there any missing parts in there?
I don't think so.
No?
I think you should ask him.
Yeah, you should ask her about this, not me. But
I mean,
no,
it's
don't think so. I
self-reflection
think-
as well. I mean, sometimes maybe I feel like as a boyfriend, not a husband, but as a boyfriend, maybe I feel like I should be more present towards my girlfriend. I think that's one of the missing parts in me.
Yes, but at the same time, she understands the my timings and my schedule.
Of course,
But then and
present. Let me fix that. Present in a very large picture. You know, not just the fact that I'm not physically available because I'm literally 24/7 next to my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Literally. But I think being present and being present as a physical being is very different. And I think physical being, I'm always there, but
Mentally,
mental presence is not always there.
Yeah.
So you think as a husband,
I think
you
I'm
Gucci?
I think I'm Gucci. I think I'm I'm providing whatever I can to her. So
listen what they say, happy wife,
Yeah.
happy life.
Yeah.
So whenever you want to have a happy life, you need to have a happy wife,
Yeah, true.
which you make her happy.
Yeah.
So whenever she's happy, whenever she's happy, you're happy. So you make her happy to be happy. That's it.
Great.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, very deep question, the last one, and I really wish that he was able to answer it, but there are certain red lines, I think, that we are not able to cross, and we're not able to really make sense to ourselves that it's necessary for us to voice out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that wraps up our questions. And thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you.
Make sure to drop your answers to my questions, which are, why do you think men or women cheat, in the comment section below, because we still don't understand it. And make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. See ya.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.